supportive of that. Hey everybody, this is Camille Brickhouse and you're listening to Covalent TV.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, La Boricua Badass, the brightest star in the sky, the greatest that beat the greatest, La Boricua Badass, the flavor gang leader, and you're watching Covalent TV. Oh,
Daryl and Werner, I want to send so much love. I heard about Covalent TV and I wanted to say thank you for, making fans, wrestling fans happy, for the gaming and everything. Like, you guys are amazing. Keep up the good work. And to everybody else out there, thank you for listening and watching Covalent TV. Sending so much love. Stay safe, stay positive, and stay sane. Love you guys. Mwah.
Not worthy. There are things in this world that are just not worthy. I can get into the specifics. I can say time, attention, energy, all of the stuff I normally say on this show, but the theme of tonight's review is going to be not worthy. WWE continues to fall into the not worthy category in every single negative way that you could possibly think of. This television show continues to get worse at a level that I have never seen. It is the worst television show I can honestly say I've ever seen. And I've been living longer than most of you people that actually consume this product pretty consistently. It is not even worth the effort of even going into this show with enthusiasm, happiness, or to even bring forth entertainment value. This show needs and deserves the bare minimum. That is what it requires from us because that is what is being given on the television screen. So if you are expecting one of these reviews tonight where it's joke heavy and we try to keep it chill, fuck that. This is not going to be that show. And if you are watching me for the first time, then in which case, welcome to the show because I don't know what else to tell you. So that means welcome to your WWE Raw Live review. This is your boy, Mr. Starks, and
Big dub.
just keeping it real, man. I can't, I don't have it tonight. I don't have it tonight. I really do not have it tonight. Not worthy. Not worthy of anything. Not worthy of support. Not worthy of anything. Not worthy of your viewership. Not worthy of the time that ticks away very fast. It depending on whatever you live like, it ticks very fast. Everybody's sitting here clapping and jizzing because, oh, it started earlier and I like the start time, but it's still the same garbage ass show. I see y'all be trying to sneak some of these little small praises of WWE into certain stuff y'all say and do. They get no praise. You know why? Because they are not worthy. I am not giving WWE a mulligan for shit. You understand? You don't like my tone? Fuck you. I don't care. Click away from the show. You feel I'm being negative? Fuck you. Don't want you watching. Click away from the show. But this shit requires too much dedication to have to consume a product that 2 days out of the week, and sometimes even 3, is just not worthy. And there's so many people that will run to the defense of this garbage ass television show and tell you how wrong you are, but can't prove it with nothing. And I'm sending a fuck you to any of you people too. I'm tired of y'all justifying this bullshit. It is not worthy. I say it all the time on this show. This show needs to die. WWE needs to die. It does. Need. There is a need. Look up the definition of need. Pro wrestling will never grow until WWE, the way they book, the way they produce, the damn dream, all of this bullshit, all of these shitty fucking fans, until all of this shit disappears, pro wrestling will never reach another fucking boom period. And I stand on that. +5 hours every week of a show that's not even worthy of watching a minute of. I'm not telling y'all what the fuck to do. Y'all know what to do in the comment section, man. It is the last day of the month, man. Make it count. Show your support. And we'll show the love back. It's as simple as that. But we got to give you guys the news, man. We going to hold one special accountable. And, you know, Werner got something he want to speak on that we going to talk about. And then I got something I actually want to speak on because this was a last-minute thing that came up. So it's going to be in my drone accountability because I've skipped drone accountability, I think, the last 2 shows. But I got something I want to speak on. Actually, now I think about it, it's 2 things. Okay. Word up. Word up. Okay, cool. Well, let's not fuck around, man. Let's go ahead and get straight to it. Let's get into the news.
Oh boy. You know what? I'm just gonna get into what I want to talk about because I'm sick of seeing this headline on my computer. For some odd fucking reason today, I wake up looking for news.
Jesus Christ, man. We'll fucking get to it. God damn, y'all be so fucking thirsty sometimes. We'll get to it.
Dear fucking Lord.
Shut the hell up. Go ahead.
And I see an article for fuck's sakes that we're defending CM Punk for apologizing. What? Why? He should not get anything. He took the money and ran. He proved that his little virtue signaling means bullshit.
Dude, you could show up at all of the gender-affirming care rallies you fucking want.
Mm-hmm.
You could do that. Dude, no one believes you anymore. No one believes you anymore. No one believes you anymore.
Then you got Ryback defending him for some fucking reason. And then another drone, trolling him, which, I mean, he gets trolled pretty regular. But there should be no defending of CM Punk being in Saudi Arabia. Period. Zero. Zilch. None. This is fucking ridiculous. The fact that I had to wake up and read it. Oh, well, he changed. Everyone can change in 6 minutes or 6 days or 6 years. Oh my God. Change. No. No one changes. Not like that. Not the way he was virtue signaling. Not a fucking chance. So stupid. So fucking stupid. I can't believe we have to bring this up. That people are wasting time defending CM Punk and his hypocritical ways and how he's washed.
I'll tell you what. If you are one of those die-hard CM Punk supporters and you feel like he's done no wrong, no harm, no foul, you forgive him, people change, this, that, and the third. And here's the thing. I have heard the people change thing my entire life. But I'm going to tell you one thing that does not change in a person. If you're really a solid individual, how you carry yourself and you carry out your decision making never changes. Never changes. How many, I'm gonna give you an example in case you're confused and you're not keeping up, you're not smart enough to keep up. I'm gonna give you an example. Watch this. I'm willing to bet if there's any NFL fans in here, you've had at least 2 head coaches in your lifetime that they wanted to make their system work so bad in spite of the talent they had on the team. It was their system or nothing. They didn't want to hear plays from the players that worked for them. They didn't want to put players in positions to succeed. They just wanted to run their system. I'm a Bears fan. We didn't have about 4 or 5 coaches like that.
I'm a Lions fan. I've had at least 20.
So I'm not trying to hit that whole, oh, he changed. I'm not trying to hit. You could spare me that bullshit because guess what? How you go about your decision making and things that you believe in does not. Does not. I bet you there was some dumbass, probably a white girl. There was some dumbass when Jeffrey Dahmer was still alive sitting in prison going, he's reformed. He can change. You think that man's thought process on eating men was going to change if he got released?
Nope.
You sound stupid. So when you say, oh, he can change, and then Ryback trying to make it some fucking MSNBC stock market type bullshit, talking about some, oh, WWE's a global worldwide entity, and there's an obligation to shut your bald-headed, roided ass up. Shut the fuck up. Dude, if you don't go choke on some creatine or something, shut the fuck up. You sound stupid. He has an obligation to shut up, dude. WWE is not going to fuck you, homie. Matt Cardona, you too. WWE is not going to fuck you, homie. If they were, they would have called you and told you to come over so you could go ahead and get this work. Dude, I'm so tired of seeing everything surrounding WWE because it's all negative, it's all nonsensical, it's all stupidity. It's like, dude, I'm so tired of seeing everything and narratives and media being controlled and headlines being controlled by WWE. I'm so tired of it.
I completely agree. The fact that there's no positivity on an indie or TNA or AEW, it's just
nothing.
It has to be the succubus of WWE. All or nothing on WWE.
And Warren, I swear to God, I dare one of you fucking dorks to tell me WWE doesn't dominate the headlines. I dare one of you fucking idiots to look me in my face and tell me WWE doesn't dominate 95% of the headlines on a weekly basis. Even when they don't have no news, you still seeing stuff about WWE all the time. I said this a while ago. If AEW got half of the positive coverage and spin that fucking WWE gets, they'd be looked at as competition and not just a viable alternative.
Yeah.
I've said this before. If more media outlets were like, hey, WWE's product is absolute horseshit, go watch AEW. AEW would still be in the millions. Please, somebody come in here and refute me. And you better come with something strong because I got arguments ready. My clip is loaded. Please. You can't tell me people don't sway narratives, dog. You can't tell me that the media does not sway narratives. And that applies to anything, not just wrestling. You can't sell that bullshit to me, man. WWE needs to die an agonizing death, and their fans need to go down with the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the worst way. I'm gonna go as far as to say this. And somebody, again, anyone in the comment section, tell me if I am reaching. Please tell me if I am reaching. Triple H can be indicted on first-degree murder charges from killing a fan. And WWE fans will find a way to say, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with Triple? He's innocent. Why? What's wrong with a little murder? Murder never hurt anybody.
Mm-hmm. That fan deserved it.
That's where it's at. Dude, that's the point we're at.
Mm-hmm.
That is the point where we're at. And we got a fucking, I think you probably just a Fed walker. We got a Fed walker in here trying to tout the numbers and all that old shit. Okay, watch this. If WWE wasn't attached to TKO, they would be cash flow negative. Oops.
Yep.
Do your research.
Mm-hmm.
If TKO was not bankrolling WWE, WWE would be cash flow negative right now. Do your research.
And why do you think they got away from house shows? Because those tickets weren't looking as dominant as you claim they are.
Wake the fuck up. You drones got to get off that WWE dick, man.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all got to get off that WWE dick. Like y'all sit and spin on that motherfucker and then do a back bend. Y'all gotta get off, bro. Like it's not this. You see what I'm saying? That's why I say that WWE mentality needs to die. Because it's always going to be somebody that puts the fucking cape on like Clark damn Kent to fly and save WWE even though they're not getting paid a red damn cent.
Yeah.
How does it feel to be somebody's bitch for free? How does it feel to be someone's bitch for free?
I'm sure they enjoy the hell out of it.
And y'all,
because it doesn't stop them.
And y'all,
in fact, they go even harder in the paint.
Stop. And y'all unironically will run out there and tell other wrestling fans that the product that they consume is garbage. Really? Really? Everything that surrounds WWE as a company is fucking garbage, including the product.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Homie, swear to God, I'd rather watch. What is that promotion over in Japan where they basically take the piss out of wrestling? What is it called? Is it DDT?
Yes.
Dude, I'd rather watch DDT on repeat for the next 5 months than to watch WWE.
Yeah.
It's not entertaining. It's not good. The company structure is like poison to professional wrestling fans and to professional wrestling and to the integrity of pro wrestling media. It's poison in more than one way. If WWE just poisoned the mind of their fans, I wouldn't give a fuck. I wouldn't care. I'm being so honest. I wouldn't care. Would y'all care? I wouldn't give a fuck. I'd be like, you know what? They living in their own bubble. Fuck them. I wouldn't give a shit. Swear to God. And I don't swear on my Lord and Savior unless I mean it. I wouldn't give a damn. If it was like how it was from like, I would say from 2008 until like 2011, where WWE fans kind of just were in their own little bubble and they shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I wouldn't care. I would not care. I wouldn't give a rat's fucking ass. But because WWE controlled media, because WWE controlled fans, because of this goddamn deep state chokehold they have on people, you're told everything else is terrible, and then you go watch everything else and you like, wait a minute, this is 100 times better than this industry standard bullshit.
Yeah.
But there's not enough people telling you, hey, break away. And everybody uses these little lighthearted ass terms like hive-minded. That's why I said I'm going to stop saying cult. That cult doesn't even do it justice anymore. Stop using hive mind and cult. That's light. WWE drones hear that and they brush it off.
Mm-hmm.
Start calling them what they actually are. Mind-controlled idiots. Controlled opposition. Start calling them what they are. This product is indefensible. The company itself is indefensible. CM Punk is indefensible. Brock Lesnar is indefensible.
Mm-hmm.
Vince McMahon is indefensible. Triple H's existence is indefensible. And all these motherfucking fake ass wannabe fucking edgy podcasters that come out here and be like, yeah, if you want to see the truth and you want the unfiltered truth, watch my show. Yeah, because this is the only place you'll get it. Bullshit. Every one of them motherfuckers that say that will stop just short of criticizing the product fully.
Mm-hmm.
There's a song called Ain't No Half Stepping. I don't half step over here. For what? WWE don't pay me. And even if they did, I'd still be like, yo, this shit sucks. Y'all motherfuckers stop every time. Stop just short. Oh, well, yeah, you know, the entire show's trash. Triple H needs to be fired. This is awful. But I did like that Cena promo.
So overall, show was great. It was fun.
Every single damn time. Y'all are so pussy. Please stop pretending y'all are big dogs. Please stop. I can hear y'all meowing as soon as y'all cut the camera on. Stop. You're misleading your viewers. And this is why I be telling y'all punk asses to shed a stream. Because if you shed a stream, more people could get this work.
Mm-hmm.
Stop gatekeeping our show, man. We should be way bigger. Stop gatekeeping our show. Share it. Share it to the point of where people get annoyed. We had a group man, I swear when we first started this, we had a group of about 8 people that did exactly that, and we blew up. All it took was 8 people. And if you include us, 10. All it took was 10 people to get this shit to blow. Stop gatekeeping our fucking show. Stop being so worried. Man, if I send this to my friend who's a drone, he's not going to be friends with me anymore. Send it to his bitch ass. Y'all be pussy when it comes to sharing our show sometimes, dog. People need to hear this. It may not be the conversation they want to have, but it's a conversation they need to have. And speaking of conversations we need to have, it's time to hold one special accountable. I got this. Look, guys. If you're a black man, you know there's a such thing as I'm white, not say so. You could prove a white person wrong on something, especially white men. You could prove a white man wrong on something, white woman wrong on something. And a white woman is either going to Karen her way out of it or use I'm white, not say so. Or a white man is going to per capita you to death or I'm white, not say so you to death. Either one. Either one. That's what you're going to get. Guys, and by the way, shouts out to Tariq Nasheed for coining that. But now I'm going to flip it over to professional wrestling. To a little thing called I'm drone and I say so. Because there was a person, and I'm going to give this little comment before I even go far into this. I'm going to give this little comment. I've said on this show countless times, and there's a person that watches our show that runs with this talking point, and I'm still waiting for the credit. But I've always said on this show, if you are a WWE fan, stop projecting WWE's failures onto AEW. Stop. Stop being so pissy because your product doesn't look like that. Direct your energy towards the people that are booking the product that is making you so disgruntled that you have to project it onto someone else. Stop having Stockholm syndrome. So I had to give that little thought right there. But one person has said, and it's a lot that goes into this, guy, so bear with me. The first person has said, the state of North American wrestling in 2025. And obviously, this got a lot of responses of people saying the same thing, including from us. Because, look, I'm glad to see this because that lets me know how many Ninja watchers we have of our show. Because I was not seeing this a few months ago. Apparently, because Twitter is where we do our biggest live number. So apparently, there's a lot of people that watch us on Twitter and just run with our talking points but never comment on the show or say what's up or share the show. How about you give that a try, too? Hit the retweet button. That takes a second.
Mm-hmm.
But I said AEW is doing very well product-wise this year. Now, WWE, and one person underneath this, Rick Joestar, had this to say. Specifies men's in relation to women. It's far worse than WWE. Now, somebody tell me where I said in AEW is doing very well product-wise this year. Now, WWE, on the other hand, where did I say or specify men? First and foremost, let's start there. Did I specify men anywhere in that comment?
No.
Okay. To which this Rick Joestar person started getting that work from logical people that actually have their heads on straight, real truth seekers that have their heads on straight. And somebody had checkmated him. And then he said, I'm also not saying that WWE is good at women's booking. Just saying that AEW is worse, far worse. If WWE is a 5 out of 10, AEW is a 1 out of 10. Screen time is simply an atrocity to women in AEW. And one person that responded and said, Tony Storm had the Hollywood ending this year. WWE has EO never defending her title. And here's where I'm a drone and I say so comes into play. Get ready for this. And yet with that, AEW is still much worse than WWE in the women's division. They're now going to I'm a drone and I say so. They have abandoned sign language. Well, maybe not completely, but they've halfway abandoned sign language, and now they have gone to I am a drone and I say so. If I say this other thing is bad, you better just agree with me because I belong to the WWE universe. If you don't suck the fattest dick you can fucking find, really? Now, you probably wondering, why don't I have more smoke for this? Why don't I have further comments? You got to learn how when you get behind this mic one day or you get in front of this camera one day, you got to realize certain things, you got to let it marinate. You got to let people actually think on what you say. I want y'all to just think on that. They have now graduated. They are so elitist, no pun intended. They're so elitist as a fan base now that they believe that they can tell you what is good for you without any challenge whatsoever. But yet, these same people look me in my face and ask me, why do you feel WWE needs to die? Why do you feel the WWE universe needs to disappear? Why? Why? That would kill professional wrestling. No, fool. It would make professional wrestling a better place. WWE and their audience and their media is like, let me calm down. It is like a Pacific Ocean-sized version of Chernobyl. It is. It is a nuclear wart on all of professional wrestling, even down to the talent that is so fucking brainwashed and zombified. WWE, all I need is WWE. Brains, give me WWE. Dreams, WWE. That's not a problem. Speaking of problems, I got one more thing. This is short, sweet, and to the point. If you are not black, American, not Jamaican, not Haitian, not African, if you are not black American, if you're Latino, you're white, or any of those other, if your background is not foundational black American, you do not have a right to an opinion on Tiffany Stratton walking up to a black man in the crowd and calling him damn boy. You understand what I'm saying? I said to myself when I'm done with this review tonight, because I knew it was going to be an early stream tonight, when I'm done with this review, I have to go through that entire list of people that is saying, what's the problem with the word? The boy is racist now. I got to go through all of those people and I got to block them all. I never want you on our page for any reason whatsoever. I don't want you a part of anything we ever do. I don't want you as a follower. I don't want you to even see us on the motherfucking peripheral. I don't want you around at all. Boy has a negative connotation to black men. Period. And the way she said it was very derogatory. And I am not easily offended. You can ask anyone who knows me. I am not easily offended. It got to be some shit for me to be like, yeah, no. And that was something where I was like, nah. Ask anybody who know me in real life. I don't even let a white person come around me and say black the wrong way. Like if you sound like you got to spit, if you're a white person and you sound like you got to spit when you say black to a black person, get the fuck away from me. I have no problem with black people. Nope. If you say black like that around me, get the fuck away from me. Get the fuck away from me. Please get away from me. Because why does it sound? You could say Warshniak with no problem. It don't sound like you got to spit when you saying Warshniak. But for some reason, when you say the word black, it sounds like you got a whole glob of spit in your fucking mouth. Get your racist ass the fuck away from me. Ain't no strike two. That's a strikeout. And if you feel like that's okay and she's still standing at your plate, at least I don't want you as a viewer either. I say it with love. Ain't no strike two shit. That's a strikeout. You trying to hit no strike to these nuts. I'm not forgiving that bullshit. You don't wake up in my skin every day. We got enough fucking problems. Fuck that bitch. And I would tell her tough, don't think I'm one of them people. Oh, if you see her in person, you're going to treat her kindly and ask for an interview. Again, ask anyone who knows me in real life. When I stand on something, what do I always do? From that point forward, I stand on it. I don't give a fuck what her titties look like, what her lips look like, all that shit fake anyway. All that shit plastic anyway. I don't give a fuck about how that man. I ain't no simp. I ain't no white knight. I don't give a fuck about that bitch. Fuck her. For journalism's sake, if she is in the story that's involved with her, I'll report it. Yeah, sure. For journalism's sake, absolutely. But interview, talk about her, anything like that? No. Talk about her glowingly as a person? Hell no. Hell no. Strike two. The fuck are y'all talking about? Wake up in my skin for a day and talk about some fucking strike two. This is not 1952, bruh. Y'all better act like y'all know around this motherfucker. Motherfuckers, boy, y'all, man, some people just get too comfortable. And she was way too comfortable saying that. Way too comfortable. She even said it with a southern twang. This bitch is from Minnesota. This blonde, empty-headed bitch is from Minnesota. She said it with a southern twang. If you don't believe me, go watch the clip. Boy, what the fuck? What the fuck? If that was me standing there, I would have been giggling like a little sissy bitch like that little coon-ass motherfucker she said it to. I would have said, bitch, who the fuck are you talking to? Watch your goddamn mouth. He's sitting there giggling like a little bitch. Get your coon ass on. Clearly, everyone around you felt the outrage and listen to everyone's reaction when she said it. That's what I really want y'all to listen to. Listen to her reaction. Everybody around this dude knew she fucked up. And here's how you know it was bad. If it was so low key and it was so not it was a non sequitur, it was not even like it was a non-starter, right? That shit wouldn't have went viral. That wouldn't have went viral. So even you fucking racism deniers, you can't deny the fact that the impact of what she said was so big that it went viral. That shit is sitting at like 3 million views right now. Outlets are reporting on that clip that we posted right now. In Public Enemies podcast, please do not quote retweet our shit no more. I got to go in and block y'all too. Please don't quote retweet our shit no more for engagement because y'all was the main one posting them Cody is black jokes. Stop. Y'all got a bunch of coons over there. Please fuck off. Do not repost our shit. I got to block y'all. I made that mistake of not blocking y'all. And for any snitches watching the stream, clip it. I don't give a fuck. Fuck them. I don't care. I do not care. These people will not say shit to me in person. And even if they try to do that tough Tony shit and act like they want to set up the fade in person, when they see me, it's going to be all smiles, gestures, and handshakes and trying to sort it out. That girl said that with her full goddamn fake ass chest. So if you thought that was okay or you thought it was strike two, get the fuck out our stream, man. Respectfully. I don't want your bitch ass around, man. Get the fuck out of here. You know, strike two. That's an ejection. Again, I'll be fair for journalism's sake. And obviously she's going to be on SmackDowns and shit. So we got to talk about this dumb bitch. But if you think I'm going to be one of them people, oh, Tiffany, hey, it's good to see you here at this thing. Can I get an interview? No, you will never see a Tiffany Stratton interview on this channel, ever. She could beg me. She could get them inflated lips, get down on her knees and offer to blow me and she still wouldn't motherfucking get on this show. And all you clout chasing podcasts too, can y'all fuck off? I saw Ice Cube Jr.'s podcast motherfucking interviewing that Nikki Blackheart chick. Y'all are thirsty. Y'all so goddamn thirsty. Y'all don't give a fuck about her. Y'all just interviewing her because she went viral. Did you want to say something, man? Because I'm finna fly through this Raw, bro. Go ahead.
You know, when I saw it, I was disgusted. I'm still of the mind that she shouldn't be in the position where she's at ever since the whole Jade thing. Was that last year, 2 years ago? I'm she should be gone from WWE. I don't know why they don't have a crisis management team to clean that up and make that go away. It just,
Dude.
it's sad to see that this is still par for the course in major companies like this. It just really is.
And the crazy part of it all is this to me. If you are like, oh, that's so divisive to say, oh, if you're from a foreign background or you're a Latino or you're a white person, you can't have an opinion on it. That's so divisive. Look at all of the people who are defending it and tell me what they are. Oops. Look at all of the people defending it. Go through that comment section. Feel free. They got Haitian flags in their bio, Jamaican flags in their bio, Dominican Republic flags in their bio, Mexican flags in their bio, white supremacist memes all over their page. It's the usual suspects. So if you feel like what I'm saying is divisive, prove me wrong. I gave you an example to go off of. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Show me one foundational Black American that agreed with that. Show me. You know what I saw a lot of? A lot of foreign flags talk about some, oh, what's the problem? I even saw a motherfucker with a Scottish flag. I'm like, dude, you come from one of the most racist places on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't see an Irish motherfucker, but Lord, are you serious? Europe is one of the most racist places on the fucking planet. Y'all really can't act blind to no damn racism. If you from Europe, you really can't act blind to no damn racism. You come from the racism capital.
It really amazes me how many foreign countries have to lecture us on every little detail on how we need to run our country and how we need to handle certain social issues. Yet they have worse problems than we do. Not saying that we don't have problems. We do. We have lots of problems. But they're worse at handling them.
All that filth over there in Europe that just, as soon as they see black skin, they just freak out. Mm-hmm. And don't say, oh, how would you know? You know, oops, yet again, oops, I'm world traveled. Oops. So you can't say, oh, how could you say that if you've never been over here? I've been to Europe multiple times. Oops. The only place I felt comfortable being black was in London. And that was only because I saw other black people. Oops. Out of all the European countries I went to, out of all of them, out of all of the places in Europe I've been to, London was the only place where I was like, huh. The food is fucking garbage, but that's besides the point. The food is terrible. The food is fucking terrible. We should have over 1 million followers. I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that.
Share
100%.
the stream, pig.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody share the stream. I don't care what group admins get mad at you and they don't like what we say. Share the stream. Don't gatekeep our shit. Respectfully, I'm tired of y'all doing that. We should have 100 people plus sitting in this room on YouTube. We should have 600 plus people sitting in the room on Twitter. We should have 100 plus people sitting in the room on Facebook. Stop being stingy with that share button, man. It works. Use it.
50 likes should be the standard before we get into the show.
Come on now. Yeah, right. They don't care about no Nikki Blackheart. Yeah, they just gonna WWE it. Then when are you gonna sign with WWE? I know that's what that entails. I hate clout chasing podcasters. And these are the ones that get the most shine. That's the crazy part. Those are the ones that get the most shine. And then when you call them out for their clout chasing, it's, oh, you just hating. You just hating from outside the club. You just hate. No, that don't got shit to do with nothing. Normalize calling people out for bitch behavior again. Please. Call me what you want. But first, you would have to stop me where I lie. Call me what you want, but first stop me where I lie. He doesn't have to chase clout. He's nice to you, son. And everybody's calling him a dork. Everybody who's a real professional wrestling fan calls him a fucking dork. And you know why? Do you know why they call him a dork? Warren, you want to take a guess why they call him a dork?
Because he is one?
Because he fucking is. See, that's the era I come from. Where if somebody is something, you call them that. You see somebody with a little sugar in their tank walking down the street, you be like, hey, hey, that's a gay boy over there. It wasn't hatred. It wasn't called being a homophobe. If you saw somebody with a little sugar in their tank, that's what you said. That's the era I come from. Black people, foundational Black Americans, we knew Luther Vandross was gay. But that motherfucker was making fire records. We didn't care about his sexuality. That man was making iconic records. We didn't care. Nowadays, boy, if you call something out for what it is, oh, you a hater. Oh, you hate from outside the club. Listen to you sounding like a hater. Hate what? You out of shape fucking cornball? And homie, if you wasn't hanging on your daddy nuts, everybody would be calling you a dork and you would have been canceled by now. Hell, I'm happy with the fucking small victory of people finally calling you a dork. And I didn't see you in multiple places, homie. You could wear all the goddamn overpriced wrestling jackets and all the fucking jewelry and all the grills you want, homie. You compensating for what you know you are. A lame. Loved you in Straight Outta Compton, homie. But you as a person, dude, you're lame. You are a lame. In real life, homie, come to my city. Come to my city. I'll show you how much of a lame you are. Without mentioning your dad's name, you would be like, dude, you'd be persona non grata. If I walked you up to any of the places I go, any of the rooms I get in, and I don't say your dad's name, dude, no one would care. And Nikki Blackheart, I'm going to reach out to you for an interview. I am. You got my word. I'm going to reach out to you for an interview. You follow us and everything. My word is bond. I'm going to reach out to you for an interview. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do what I do at every interview. I'm going to tell you, say whatever you want. Warren, you can vouch for that. You've heard me say that.
Yeah.
Say whatever you want. We are not tied to anything. Say whatever the fuck you want. You want to cuss? Cuss.
Go for it.
You stub your toe and you want to say cunt? Say it.
Go for it.
You want to say WWE sucks on our show? Go for it. Go for it.
That's encouraged.
I'm not gonna censor you. I'm not gonna trap you in a corner. I'm not gonna go for the gotcha. I'm not gonna go for the clickbait headline. And by the way, Ice Cube Jr., that's why my interview is published in the New York Times, and quotes from my interview are published in the New York Times, and none of your interviews have done that. All these wrestling media outlets that want to cozy up to you, hoping to get that Ice Cube rub, yeah, they'll post your shit. But, homie, quotes from interviews that I've done are sitting on the New York Times, homie. There were people that picked up their New York Times paper and saw quotes from an interview I did. You can't say that. You can't say that. You don't have that skill, homie. You don't have that talent, homie. You don't. I do this. And if I had half the platform you had, bro, I'd take that shit past the fucking observable universe, dude. You still in the motherfucking solar system, bitch. How the fuck are you not out of this fucking universe yet? Look at the platform you have. Fuck are we doing? Where we at on time? Still under an hour. Ain't that something?
Wow.
Truth prevails. Look, truth prevails. You see how we still was under an hour?
Mm-hmm.
Truth prevails, bro. I'm sitting there thinking we approaching 2 of them things.
Yeah.
Truth fucking prevails, dog. Don't ever listen to people that tell you, oh, if you tell the truth, you're going to be this, that, and the third. I'd rather be demonized for the truth than to be a motherfucking fake-ass bitch and a lie.
Truth will always set you free.
Straight up. I'm not with none of that bullshit. Oh, well, if you tell the truth, you might not get this opportunity. So? And and I've said this on the show, the day the truth becomes monetized, we are going to take off like fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
This show is going to take off like fucking crazy. When the truth becomes popular again, this show is going to take off like fucking crazy. Because I said this, 2 years ago now. Mm-hmm. You know what's going to happen? People are going to be typing into YouTube trying to find the truth. They're going to be typing into their search key like, man, I'm trying to find a show where they actually tell the 100%, not 98, not 99, the 100% truth. I can't find one. And you know what they're going to find? Us. And then you know what's going to happen? They're going to tell a friend and they're going to share the stream. They're not going to gatekeep our streams.
Not only that, it'll kill the echo chambers. What a thought.
And then when that happens, please don't be sitting here talking about I was here day one and all that. No. Because when we ask you to share the stream and not gatekeep our shit, yeah, don't do that. Because I can see some of y'all doing that. Don't, for the love of God, don't do that bullshit. Because I'm going to call you out. I ain't seen not one person in this comment section say, hey, I shared this many times. But Werner, correct me if I'm wrong. The 8 people that used to be in here sharing our shit, they be in the comment section saying, hey, I shared 30 times.
Mm-hmm.
I even shared this to my old camp counselor.
Yep.
That's a true story. Was it Edgar? Was it Edgar that said that? Somebody said that. One of our original viewers was like, yo, I even shared this with like somebody from my past.
Either Edgar or Barry.
It was either Edgar or Barry. It was one of the two. But yeah, he was like, yeah, I shared this with somebody I don't even talk to no more. Spread the word in wherever you go in your daily life. If you're talking to other wrestling fans, get the fucking word out there, dude.
Yeah, especially if you go to indie shows.
Oh, people don't like this truth, boy, because I noticed our viewership numbers dropped.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all don't like that. Y'all don't like that dose of truth. Y'all don't like that looking into the mirror shit, don't y'all? Y'all hate that bullshit, huh? Stop making me look at myself. Please stop making me look at myself. And then y'all be the first person in the DMs asking me to share a link. Or look at something someone else posted. Man, kiss my ass. Look at what Busted Open just said about, I don't give a damn. All right. Let's keep it going, y'all. Let's keep it going. Let's get into Monday Night Raw. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even do it the right way. My apologies. Let's get into the show that we would never go into Raw. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into Monday Night Raw. Let's do it. Let's do it. Warren, are you ready?
Let's do it.
True Seekers, are you ready? Y'all gonna be disappointed with how fast this is. Hi, Charmaine. And Charmaine, you ain't hit the Cash App in a minute, man. I ain't trying to hit no bullshit. You always skip out right before I get to that point. Hit the Cash App.
Mm-hmm.
You'll drop like 2 comments and then fucking disappear. Let's fucking do this, man. Warren, I'm going to do what I promised I would do. You remember when I got to my wit's end just like this with the WWE product in like year 2.5 of the show?
Yep.
And I said,
Yep.
I'm going to start literally saying what happens in a nutshell.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what I'm finna do tonight?
Nutshell time.
Talon arrived at the arena. You know that happened.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And guess what? Guess what, y'all? Guess what? Guess what? Y'all ready? It's time to open up the box. Now I'm finna have a little fun. Now I'm about to have a little bit of fun. I'm about to open up this box. We are getting Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky again. And you want to know how I got set up? You want to know what the story is for Evolution 2? You want to know what the story is? You ready? Adam Pearce said, I can pick my opponent, and Rhea, I pick you. I'm going to say it. Demi, you know I love you. You know I do. But Rhea Ripley, the character, is becoming worse than everything y'all claim Mercedes Moné to be.
Yep.
Worse. And the second point I want to make, Triple H wouldn't know a new feud or a new storyline if it was like the billboard at the end of Final Destination 1 coming down to fucking cut the dude in half. That scene stuck with me. Even when I saw it when I was young, that scene stuck with me. I don't know why it did, but it did. The whole Final Destination first movie stuck with me because it was so ahead of its time. Like you had never seen a movie like it before it.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the first one, that billboard, you see him getting all angry and he's shouting and all that stuff. And then you see that billboard coming down and and everybody in the theater, I'll never forget it. Everybody in the theater was like, move. I was at River Oaks Theater in Calumet City, Illinois. I will never forget where I was. And I'm talking about for all my Illinois people, I know y'all remember this. I'm talking about the inside the mall theater, not the one that was outside the mall. That was where I saw Wild Wild West. The inside the mall theater of River Oaks Mall in Calumet City, Illinois. And that billboard came down and everybody in the theater was like, no, move, move, move. And then right before that billboard cuts him in half, it goes to the credits. That's how Rhea Ripley is starting to feel when it comes to the women's division. You'll be enjoying something happening in the WWE women's division, and as soon as you hear, this is my brutality, it's like that billboard coming down to cut that man in half. I swear it is. Y'all are going to go watch the first Final Destination after what I said. Y'all going to be like, damn. I know my movies. Trust me, I know my movies. Y'all gonna be like, damn, this dude is on point. Seriously, bro. At what point do we call it out? She's the boogeyman of the WWE women's division. And I don't mean the character, WWE character. I mean the fucking fictional character that hides in your closet at night.
This whole segment felt very Charlotte Flair-ish. I feel like that's what Triple H is going to try to do with her.
Hold on, Warren, I hate to cut you off. Where do we have a drone? Where? I would love to pack that person up. Where? I don't see nobody. Adrian, where? Was it a little bit further up? But go ahead, Warner. Finish your point. I don't see nobody.
I just, from her coming out to her entrance, the way she talked to EO, it just felt very, very Charlotte. I don't want to see this again. I don't know if she'll get to 14 or 15 world titles. I I don't know. Everything it just comes off very like my gut is just telling me here's the second coming of Charlotte. Yeah, it's a different character. Yeah, different move set. Yes, you can actually go. But I don't know. It just is like
And even that's
the
progressing.
Charlotte code is on there.
Oh, we must have triggered some people real quick, Werner. We down to 14 viewers on YouTube.
Wow.
Oh, we must have triggered y'all.
I just, I don't get it. Like we talked about this on Saturday about her just being there and going through the motions, and I felt like this was more of the same with the talking segment at the beginning of the show.
She's coming off as the Hydra of all of the worst women's division characters. Currently.
Yeah.
That's what she's coming off like. Think of the worst aspects of every ceiling in WWE in the women's division. She's becoming that right in front of our eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a damn how much the simps pop for. I don't give a shit. I don't care. What did I tell y'all we measure this by? Are we entertained or not?
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck about fandoms. I don't give a fuck about likability. I don't give a fuck about none of that. So please spare me the, oh, she's so likable. I don't, the fuck?
Elmo's likable too. Are you going to simp over him too?
Yeah, put the world title on him.
Yeah.
That's how you fucking sound. Like when y'all say stuff like that, I hope y'all know that's how y'all sound.
And then EO tonight. I think she was trying to be smug in the whole thing.
It didn't work.
Like that confident smugness.
That cocky champion, yeah.
Yeah, that cocky champion. It didn't work.
It didn't work.
And it's mainly because of her thick accent.
Yeah.
That's all.
Her English isn't good enough yet.
Yeah.
And we love EO. Don't get me wrong. We love EO.
We do. We
She's
are big fans
actually
of EO.
entertaining.
Yes.
Yeah, we love EO. But guess what? EO has not defended that title enough for her to even be a cocky champion.
No.
So even in kayfabe, it doesn't make sense. Marlo, thank you. Comment of the show so far. That's how this segment came off. Remember when I told y'all the optics of who was it? Liv Morgan telling EO, just hand me the belt.
Yeah.
Just hand it to me. Remember when I said that was going to have a lasting impression? Mm-hmm. Remember when I said that and y'all just froze the comment section up because y'all probably disagreed but was too afraid to say you disagreed?
Like right now.
What about now? Remember when I said that? Y'all remember when I said that? That was literally how this segment felt. It felt like WWE sent the message of, this person is a bigger deal than this person. This person is going to likely win. Stop caring about this person on the right and only care about this person on the left. That's all I gathered. Like if you take the names away from this, like if EO isn't EO and Rhea isn't Rhea, and you just put two people in the ring that no one knew, and you said gather a conclusion and opinion based on what you saw in this promo, that would have been my conclusion. Whoever wrote this promo wanted me to only care about the person on the left.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds familiar. That sounds really fucking familiar. That sounds really familiar. You know where I'm getting at when I say that.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't gonna touch on that right now, but you know what I'm getting at when I say that. But yes. And remember when I said WWE is running the risk of Rhea Ripley coming off like Veruca Salt? I said this back in 2024.
Mm-hmm.
I said WWE is running the risk of Rhea Ripley coming across like Veruca Salt. I want the world. I want the whole world. Like, dude, here we are. It's my bar of chocolate. Give it to me. Dun, 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 dun. Now. She's fucking Veruca Salt. But because she has so many simps, when she wears that push-up bra, she looks really nice. She's so pretty and pale, and she's so sexy, and like, okay, you fucking simp, okay. But guess what? Again, our measure. Let's go back to our measure. Warner, do you want to say it this time? I'll let you say it this time.
Is it entertaining? And it hasn't been.
I don't give a fuck about that. She's not gonna fuck you, by the way. Let's put that out there too, because some of y'all need to hear that. She's not going to fuck you. I can tell you who she would. Badooch. But I'm not. But like, yo, come on now. Wake up. Care about your entertainment value. Value, that's gonna be a new phrase on this show. Value your entertainment value. That's gonna be a new phrase on this show. Value your entertainment value. Put a price on that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Is this worthy of my attention? Is this worthy of my viewership? Is this worthy of my investment? And the answer to that is a resounding what?
No.
Rhea Ripley could come out there butt fucking naked. Would that be entertaining? Yes. But
Yes.
Would it be entertaining enough for me to give the show a pass? No.
No.
Y'all got to snap out of that simp shit. Y'all, boy, out here just full Scotty simping. Cut that shit out. Grow a pair of fucking nuts. She wasn't born the baddest bitch, and she ain't gonna die the baddest bitch. Fellas, y'all need to get that knowledge in y'all head. If you tripping over a female, that girl you tripping over wasn't born the baddest bitch, and she ain't gonna die the baddest bitch.
Mm-hmm.
All these women out here, and, oh, but Maria, shut up. Fucking pussy.
She's not yours.
Good Lord. Not like fucking, go play Kingdom Hearts in your fucking basement. Dude, but no, so shouts out to Kingdom Hearts. That's a great game. I ain't mean to disparage the game. That's a great game.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Oh, and we had a new comment. I forgot to read the shit. My fault. Jared Cooper said she's defending her title, what, once, maybe? Yeah, dude. Which
I
is,
didn't think once.
which is why this segment screamed, EO, just give her the damn belt. You know when your parents, well, weren't out, you didn't have a sibling. But, like, if you grew up with a sibling and your parents just got tired of y'all fighting about one thing, your parents like, just give them the damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
For the sake of just y'all shutting the fuck up, give him the damn thing. Now, I feel like parents shouldn't do that. You know why? Because it raises entitlement. I feel like parents shouldn't do that. Because when I have children, I am not going to raise them like that. Y'all either share it or I'm taking it. There is no in between. Y'all share it or I'm taking it. And if it is one of your own things, you have every right to it. Ain't gonna be none of that. Oh, my you know, she's in the room playing my PS5. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm walking in the room. I'm like, get the fuck off his PS5. I got that PS5 for him. And vice versa. And vice versa. You wanted the Nintendo Switch. Go play your Nintendo Switch.
Exactly.
You can watch him play the PS5. If he lets you, if he says, hey, I'll let you play the PS5 with me. He's okay, that's fine. That's okay. That's cool. But you ain't gonna go take his shit over. But that's what this felt like. Like WWE was like, well, EO, just give Rhea the belt. Just give it to her. Look at her. She's Rhea. Give her the belt.
Mm-hmm.
Adrian, you lost me. You lost me. She's very attractive.
Yes, she is.
Rhea Ripley is very attractive. And she has sexual appeal in like sex appeal in spades. She does. She's very attractive. But I will say this, and I know she would disagree with this, and she would make a tweet about it. I don't care. Rhea is at her baddest when she ain't got none of that shit on her face. She is at her absolute best. The makeup actually makes her look worse. The makeup actually makes her look worse. I am in that category of I wish she would take that damn makeup off. That makeup does nothing for her. That's what gives her that goth look, is the makeup. Mm-hmm. If you've ever seen her in person with none of that shit on, you'd be like, damn, hold on, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You ever think a girl wasn't all that attractive and then you see her under a different circumstance and you like, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait. I was not ready. It was another woman like that for me, and I'm not putting her on blast. It's a women's wrestler. She's on the indies right now. Her name is Marty Bell. I would see her on social media and be like, I don't see what people see in her. I didn't really see it. I was like, Then when I was working the Women's Wrestling Army event in Berwyn, and I saw her walking there with no makeup on, just in her sweats, just regular, I was like, God damn, what the fuck? That is one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen. I was like, whoa. And she got a wagon on her. Mm-hmm. That girl got a wagon on her boy. And not one of them, oh, she need garters to push it up wagons. No, I'm talking about a wagon. She got a wagon that put Priscilla Kelly to shame. And Priscilla Kelly got a damn wagon.
Yeah.
Said Marty Bell never fails to disappoint. Had a good look at match last week on On the Club with Deanna. Yeah, I heard. Yeah, no, she's still going. She's considered one of the elder women of like independent wrestling at this point, though. So I don't really see her signing with a major promotion. I think she's just gonna ride those indie checks into the what's the shit? The sunset. But yeah, no, Rhea without makeup is fire. Is she like top 10? No. There's way better women in wrestling than Rhea, yeah. But like, she ain't ugly. I'll tell you that.
No.
Yeah, her natural look is phenomenal. Yeah, when she put all that makeup on and the nose ring and the I saw her without none of that. She had the stuff in her ear, but like without the nose ring and all, I saw her with none of that, and I was like, good God Almighty. I was like, good God Almighty. All right. But yes, EO, just hand over the belt, sweetheart. That's the conclusion I drew. Just hand the belt over, because that's what WWE is sending the message to the audience. That's the message they're sending.
Well, they need one title change on this all women's plea.
And then they tried to tell you this whole thing that Rhea was the more important one, and Rhea fucked up her lines twice.
Yes, she did.
EO cut a cleaner promo than her. I can't believe I'm saying that. It was a language barrier there. But like, she cut a cleaner promo than Rhea. Complacency breeds contempt, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to leave it at that. Backstage, Dominic Mysterio flashed the doctor's note at AJ and told him he can't touch him until he's cleared to compete.
Why? Why is a 28-year-old man acting like a bratty 14, 15-year-old kid? Can someone answer that for me? Anyone? Because this wasn't funny at all. It reminded me of that that stupid commercial. I forget what the commercial was for, but the brother and sister of "I'm not touching you, I'm not touching you, Mommy's touching you, I'm not touching you." It's that nonsense. This was a waste of time.
This shit is not written for adults, dude.
No, it really isn't.
But hold on real quick to go back on one topic, just real quick. Remember when I told y'all my top 5 women in like professional wrestling looks wise would shock y'all because it's not the women y'all would expect? I told y'all Renee Michelle is the baddest woman in wrestling. See, the women that y'all talk about that y'all only see on TV, I've actually seen in person. Like up close. Some really up close. But like,
Renee
yeah.
Michelle's still wrestling?
Hey, man, look. But no, like Renee Michelle, yeah, she still do like events and shit, yeah.
Okay.
But like Renee Michelle is the baddest woman in all of wrestling. Like I've seen her up close in person with and without makeup. There's not a woman that touches her. There's not one. Marina Shafir is like a close second, very close second, but like, yeah, no, Renee Michelle is one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen. Then it's probably Marina Shafir. Natural. Think natural. Aaliyah James is one of the baddest women I've ever seen. It's so many going through my head right now. God damn, and Thekla is aight. She's aight. She's pretty in like a, how do I say this? Like if you lined up 5 white girls, she would probably stand out because of her look. Her look, right. She probably stand out. She's more of a standout than she is a beauty. Does that make sense? She's more of a standout than she is a beauty. The women I'm talking about are like beautiful, like gorgeous. Stephanie is cute, but she's really overrated. Stephanie's cute as fuck. No, don't get me wrong. Stephanie is cute as fuck, but she's mad overrated. Mad overrated. Tony is in my top 10. And I'm going to tell you why. Another one of those women, I've seen her with makeup and I've seen her without, and she looks better without. Any woman that immediately I go, you look better without makeup, is going to go up my list further.
Well, she has that sex appeal too. That you just can't teach.
You can't teach it. Yeah, you can't teach it.
Especially in her, she used it in her promos.
Oh, God. Who said Mariah May? Run of the mill, dime a dozen. Do you live in a major city, Wild Hog? Do you live in like a major metropolitan city? Dead ass. You could, man, you know how many places I could go, especially if I went to California. If I went to like anywhere in California, you know how many Mariah Mays I could run into? No. I'm not going to let nobody do that bullshit. Yeah, she's a dime a dozen. Hell no. Trish is not in my top 5 of natural beauties in women's wrestling. She's right outside of it, but she's not in my top 5. Yeah. That's why I said my top 5 list would shock y'all. Because if we just talking about like actual beauty, no, a lot of these women that y'all think are so fucking sexy, if y'all saw them without makeup, y'all would be like, whoa. Y'all would be like, whoa. Willow's in my top 10. Willow is absolutely beautiful.
Yes.
If you've never seen her in real life up close, she's absolutely beautiful. And her smile is to fucking die for.
You'll want to take her home to mom.
There's 3 places in Chicago, just in Chicago alone, I can run into a Chris Statlander. That's sorry. She thicker than a motherfucker, don't get me wrong. But there's 3 separate places specifically in Chicago where I can run into a Chris Statlander. Jamie Hayter, same thing.
Ooh, yeah.
Mina Shirakawa is in my top 5. You rounded out my top 5. That was the last of my top 5. Yeah. Mina Shirakawa is one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen. In wrestling, at least. Talk about some Mariah May. What? Good God.
That's not her name anymore. It's Blake Monroe.
Good God almighty. Julia's up there too, but she's a top 10. She's not a top 5. Because now that I've seen Julia without makeup, I can say that. Julia's a little cutie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But Stephanie is so overrated. I'm sorry. I've seen her without makeup. She got Skeletor face. Like, you can't. And she's not ugly. I'm not calling her ugly, but like.
She's just missing.
Ugh. I'm going to leave it at that. Because I know it's a lot of Stephanie simps in here. What? What did you just say? What? Go look it up without makeup. Go look at it without makeup. That's all I got. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave it at that.
No.
All right. Next up, we got a heels versus heels tag team match. And guess what? A heel tag team won and got the rub of winning the tag team championships. And that would be the Judgment Day. You know what this felt like, Werner? This felt like a, hey, JD Squarehead, thanks for almost killing yourself on one of our announce tables. Here's a tag team title for all of your effort.
Exactly.
That's all this was.
And please don't sue us.
Look, Nikita's a friend of the show. Love her. But have you seen Nikita without makeup? Yikers. She's one of those women that she needs makeup. Like, she needs it. If you saw a picture of Nikita without makeup, you would agree with me. No. With makeup on, she has like that Marilyn Monroe look. I've always thought that about her face. She has that like Marilyn Monroe look when she has makeup on. But without makeup, no. Liv without makeup is a run-of-the-mill white girl.
Oh, easily.
Hate to say it. Layla Gray is in my top 10. Yep, that's a name. Again, a woman that I've actually seen in person, and I can verify that with and without makeup, that is a fine-ass woman. There's somebody in my top 15 that would shock y'all. Camille. I've seen her.
Oh, yeah,
I've
easily,
seen her with and without makeup, and she's fucking beautiful too. Plus, she's statuesque. A lot of women nowadays are not statuesque because their diets are garbage. Camille is statuesque. She got like that ancient look. Like she looked like that type of woman men would fucking kill over back in them days. Yeah, she's fucking beautiful. Anna Jay looks good without makeup. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, heels versus heels, heels win. WWE, you know when you transfer the titles off of a heel group, it's supposed to give the rub to a babyface tag team, correct? And not WWE, I'm sorry. Triple H, Paul Triple Nose Levesque.
Yeah.
You know that rub is supposed to go to a babyface tag team, correct? Because I always say on the show, mega heels build what?
Mega baby faces.
Was a mega babyface built here?
No.
What did this solidify? I want to see if Werner gets this right. I'm not even indicating nothing. I want to see if you get this right. What did this solidify?
That Triple H still doesn't know how to book.
Well, I mean, yes, but here's what this solidified. This was the stamp. Ladies and gentlemen, I need y'all, I don't know if it's a stamp emoji. If it is one, put it in the comment section. This is the stamp on the New Day's heel turn being a failure.
Mm-hmm.
This is them cutting the rope. This is them ripping off the Band-Aid. This is them actually, and you might be like, wow, you're giving credit. Yeah, we give credit where credit is due. They finally had the right mind to pull the plug on the New Day heel turn. Well, the New Day tag team title run and heel turn, because it was tied together. It was basically tied together. They should have been pulled the ejectocito on this. They should have been, like, this should have happened already. The moment you heard them walking out there to that terrible, god-awful theme song y'all gave them, and they were getting no reactions whatsoever, that should have been your cue to pull the plug on this entire thing. Sit them off TV until you can figure out what to do with them. This is going to go down as one of the biggest wasted momentum moments in professional wrestling history. Because this actually has some momentum coming off of that Big E thing.
Yeah.
Me and Werner thought it was stupid because how it was delivered was so hokey.
Not only that, we knew that they had no backup plan to make this work long term.
They never do.
Yeah.
They never do. So that's what we got. There you go. Boom. We still under an hour 30. Ain't that something?
Yay. Truth will set you free.
Warner, this was so bad. The crowd didn't even know who to cheer for. At one point,
I swear I heard "Let's Go," New Day rocks.
At one point, Finn Balor had to stand on the apron and do the babyface clapping spot.
Yeah. So with that, does that mean in kayfabe is the New Day a face tag, a face stable now? It's a logical question to ask.
Warner, I'm going to say why it's a dumb question. Not that I think you're dumb for asking it. I'm going to say why it's a dumb question. Triple H does not know what he's doing, dude.
Well, I understand that.
He does, like, dude, I get the logic you're trying to apply. Trust me, I do. You know I do.
Mm-hmm.
This motherfucker does not know what he's doing. He doesn't. He doesn't. He doesn't. The crowd was so confused. That was Finn Balor calling the audible. I hope y'all know that. When Finn Balor did the babyface clap spot on the apron, that was him calling an audible because he's like, we're getting no reaction because it's two heel tag teams going against each other and no one knows who to fucking cheer for. That was called a veteran move. I swear this product is going to fall into its own footprint someday.
Yeah.
Like it's
well, and let's be honest. That wouldn't have happened if Finn started in WWE. Like if this was any other tag team under the WWE umbrella PC nonsense, that would have never happened. It would have just been quiet, awkward silence, wrestling match. And then a smattering of applause after it was done.
And if you thought WWE didn't want to make you suffer even more from boredom and just absolute apathy, Adam Pearce would book a match between Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. And you want to know what WWE is back to doing with the women again? This is why I don't ever want to hear WWE has a better women's division than anybody, not even just AEW. They're back to doing the women yelling at each other in a very catty way and a match gets made booking.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot believe that they are back to that shit. That was like one of their women's match booking crutches back when Vince was still around.
Yeah.
Have two women just yell at each other either in the ring on the mic or backstage in a segment. Match gets made. That's that. No story, no nothing. Just two women yelling. I'm going to read the super chats after we get through with the show, by the way. I'm sorry, y'all. And by the way, keep sending through those super chats.
Yes.
And then they do a video package featuring 3 Days Grace song Dominate about Goldberg in his entire career. Chad Gable tells the Creed brothers to listen to Ivy. And back in the arena, we get Rusev versus Sheamus. Let me make this a very long story short. Rusev defeated Sheamus with a Machka kick in a match that somebody might say, wait a minute, you're about to contradict yourself. No, I'm not. Even though this was a baby face and heel dynamic, guess what? The crowd didn't care. And guess what, Warner? You want to know why they didn't care? Because Triple H is not giving them a reason to care.
Exactly.
Stop blaming it on the audience. I saw so many people, oh, this crowd sucks. No, Triple H sucks at his fucking job.
You know, the crazy thing is, like, you and I see that on Twitter and all that, but watch them go to a WWE show and they do the exact same thing.
Right. WWE has not earned that goodwill. AEW has. When AEW has a stinker of a show and the crowd doesn't react to nothing, we go, hey, man, look, it was a bad show. So, hey, it is what it is. Or we give a mulligan. We go, hey, man, maybe it was a bad crowd. WWE ain't earned that. All of these shows have been bad. The fuck is the benefit of the... All right.
Yeah, no, they haven't earned that in 20 years. And we've mentioned this a bunch of times, but it would take them 100 years, maybe even 2 now, 100 years of good booking to get that goodwill back. And then I don't even know if they'll survive that long.
Dude, they gave...
Good, but I doubt it.
And to get back on the match side, they have now given Rusev this goddamn Bulgarian Goldberg music.
Yep.
I quit. No, that wasn't even the point of where I quit on this show. I'm not even gonna flex. Seriously. And yeah, we're rehashing a match, by the way, guys. I'm gonna give y'all a little stat. We're rehashing a match between these two gentlemen that literally the last one that took place was March 11th, 2014.
Yeah.
When I tell you Triple H wouldn't have an original idea, if God came to him in a dream and said, if you don't book an original idea, I'm taking your life. R.I.P. Triple H.
You know, I'm glad that on Twitter I did not see fresh matchup. Thank God for that. That didn't happen.
And by the way, Werner, it sounds like Nia Jax is trying to buck the system, and I'm explaining why. I promise to bring this up to somebody that watches the show. Nia Jax is about to buck the system, and they probably going to end up releasing her again. Because Nia Jax called out Charlotte Flair on Twitter today. She subtweeted her, which I don't like that shit. I don't like that. I don't like. You too old for that. Nia, you too old for that. You 40, what? She 41? Nia, you too old for that, baby. You too old for that. But how do I know she was talking about Charlotte? There was someone in the comment section that commented, and it was like a username that consisted of like a combination of Nia's name and Charlotte Flair's name. And she was like, oh, please don't let it be, or something like that. You could go see it in the comment section yourself. And Nia was like, oh, you of all people really don't want me to say who I'm talking about. And I was like, oh, I figured that out real fast. So I don't know what political string Charlotte has pulled, because apparently it remains to be seen. I don't know what political string Charlotte pulled, but apparently it was a political string too many, because Nia basically was like, yeah, go fuck yourself. So don't be surprised if Nia ends up bucking the system.
Nia is 1 day older than me.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nia ain't no baby. You can't be subtweeting. I would have rather her tagged. You know what I'm saying? Handle your candle. Yeah.
Right.
An 11-year rematch, Marlo. Yeah. They gave you an 11-year rematch. Yep. That's exactly what they gave you. Not anything fresh, not anything new, not anything riveting or exciting. Nope. That's what you get. 11-year rematch. Half the people in that crowd weren't even born when the goddamn, what was they called again? The League of Nations was a fucking faction.
Yeah.
WWE is the most tone-deaf fucking organization on the planet.
Oh.
Damn, we mentioned Eggert earlier, and there he is. What's going on, man?
Yeah, there he is.
They did. Xavier, they gave him Bulgarian Goldberg music.
Yeah.
Dude, pull it up on YouTube. You can't unhear it. Now that I've said that, you can't unhear it.
It's really pathetic.
Like at one point of the song, it almost has the exact same chord progression of the boom, boom, ba-na-na, ba-na. Like it almost has the exact same chord progression. Come on now. All right. After this, I quit on this review. So Werner is going to have to take it from here. Guys, this is the point where apparently Werner was doing something, but I messaged him, let's go. I don't want to do the show. Like not I don't want to do the show, but I don't want to watch the rest of the show. We were about to go live. It was the rest of this was going to be a watch along. So you saw Ludwig Kaiser lurking in the background when Ivy Nile was told to, be listened to by the Creed brothers. And they always do this, oh, look at this person in the back. It's so mysterious. And y'all, this fucking company has made Ludwig Kaiser El Grande Americano. I have never pain laughed so hard in my life. Guys, I have separated my shoulder. And when they had to pop it back in, I did, because I pain laugh. It's like a weird thing that runs in my family. I pain laugh. Unless it's something that is just like excruciating, I pain laugh. I laughed in pain so loud that I'm sure people down the block fucking heard me. At that point, that was where I said, if y'all are ever hoping to get long form reviews when it comes to the WWE product, you will never get them again. Y'all see how fast we've been flying through reviews recently. The only reason why this one is approaching 2 is because we've been talking about other stuff. At that moment, I said, I'm sorry to the viewers, but if y'all are ever expecting us to give a detail, or at least me, to give a detailed review of the WWE product going forward, don't expect it. Pay-per-views included. Don't expect it. Y'all see I've been going results-based this whole show. Don't expect it. I might toss in my 2 cents every now and again, but if you expected me to go move for move, blow for blow, promo for promo, backstage, get it out your head. It's done. This show bitch smacks your intelligence, shits on it, lights it on fire, and then throws it over the Hoover Dam. But I'm not going to participate in the brain jump rope Olympics with WWE. Take the show from here. I'm fucking done.
Jackie was about to interview Sami Zayn nearby, but he was attacked by Karrion Kross. Karrion attacked Sami Zayn with a lead pipe until officials broke it up. Back from break, we get members of the Pittsburgh Steelers, including Cam Hayward, were shown ringside. Up next, we get Gunther talking about Goldberg and how violent he was and brutal and destructive and all the highlights that were summed up in 3 minutes. But he was not afraid of a 58-year-old man writing out his career at Gunther's expense. And then he talked about Goldberg didn't like bullies, and somehow, apparently, in Gunther's mind, He is the biggest bully around. Yet he tapped out in kayfabe to the Yeet Man.
Oh, it's another moment coming up. Just get to it. Just get to it. Just get to it. It's another moment coming up that would make him look even more bitch made. Just do it.
Goldberg wanted to prove he still had it, but Gunther would prove that he never had it. Once it's over, he would be the one. It would be Gunther's turn to ask, who's next?
Boo! God,
Then the
he's so
zesty
subpar.
man.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The zesty man with women's shoes and Oswald Cobblepot entered the fray. Gunther made fun of Rollins going to Saudi Arabia to accomplish nothing. Zesty Man laughed at the statement. Rollins informed him they did not go to cash in on John Cena. Rollins made it clear as long as he is alive, CM Punk will not be champion in WWE. And they flew across the world to stand on business. Fucking trash. No one fucking cares. This feud is 10 years too late.
I would
10
even say
fucking
15.
years.
I would even say 15.
15 years.
I would even say 15. Like, if there was a time to do it, it was around 2010, 2011.
Yeah. Punk's music hit. He sprinted to the ring, attacked Rollins. Rollins
Stop.
bailed through the.
That you, because I knew you was gonna blaze through you was gonna blaze through it. I knew you was, and I want you to, but I got to stop you on one thing. You just had Gunther cut that whole promo about being so alpha and so this, that, and the third, and how Goldberg's not gonna take him out, and he's gonna be in charge of who's next. Just for CM Punk to push him like a bully on the playground and for him to look up like a scared little biatch.
Just getting to that. All right, Punk was about to leave until Gunther grabbed him by the arm. Punk shoved Gunther, and Gunther actually fell onto the mat. A pissed off Punk marched to the back. Rollins was amused and stood in the stands, acting like a dumbass like he normally does, and then got attacked from behind paws if necessary by LA Knight. They fought onto the concourse. Why does the concourse have blocked off?
Nothing is organic about this product. You know the answer.
Why is there 8K cameras following this?
There's nothing organic about this product, Werner. There's no dirt on this product. None.
Here's the worst part about this whole thing. Why is the fucking bartender having her phone out, taking video of this? You're not going to use the video. You're not going to go into the phone and be like, oh, look at this camera angle from this person's phone.
And you can't post it because WWE is going to copyright claim that shit with the quickness. I know how they get down. They're going to copyright claim that shit with the quickness.
All right, back from break. We are in the Judgment Day Clubhouse. Roxanne Perez is a new tag team champion, and the Judgment Day put it to a vote to have Roxanne become a member. She became a member. They all voted yes, apparently.
Oh, my God, dude.
Up next, there was a Kairi Sane video package for the Pirate Princess, because that's going to do something.
She's already... Werner, has Kairi never wrestled for the WWE?
No, she's wrestled, what, 5-6 years for the WWE?
And this is that type of shit that Brian Alvarez loses all of the fucking cum in his balls for.
Mm-hmm. But AEW goes on way too long.
Random,
I have a bedtime.
random out of place fucking vignettes that are going to lead to nothing.
Right.
Oh, we're going to have a battle royal with all of the women at Evolution, and the woman is going to get a chance at Clash at Paris. Shit.
No one cares.
Nothing burger.
Like, that person's going to win, too. Oh, it's means nothing. All right, up next, we got Bayley versus Lyra Valkyria. That ended in a draw.
That's actually a point I want to bring up, Miguel. Yes, and it wasn't by no. She won it by process of elimination.
Yeah.
Since there's not another girl here, well, shit, Roxanne's a girl. Let's just give it to her.
Yeah. And Finn likes her, so let's just do that.
So now in WWE, you could. Let me get to that finish of the match you just said, by the way. Even the crowd. Because this show, Werner used to say this on the show every now and again. It was like gut punch after 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 gut punch. Guys, shots to the solar plexus and shots to the ribs hurt more than shots to the jaw. Ask any real fighter and they'll tell you that. Especially if you get hit in the solar plexus. That hurts more. That shit puts you down like a ton of bricks. You could tank a jaw shot. It's like a 50-50 chance you might get knocked out, but you can tank a jaw shot. You get hit in the solar plexus, your ass is going down. I don't care who you are. You're going down. So it was like gut punch after gut punch after gut punch after gut punch on this show. This was the moment where you felt the air leave the arena. Now, they're still going to do their routines and all that stuff, but you could feel the air of maybe this might turn into something good. You felt that air leave the arena with that finish. You felt it. You felt it. It was like a damn death rattle. But the sad part about it is I got to ask this question. What are they going to do about it? Right. Right. The match was boring as fucking hell. Lyra Valkyria wouldn't be over if goddamn she was standing on top of Mount Everest. Bayley is somehow more boring than she's ever been. What do you want us to say?
It's all fucking trash and a waste of time.
I was going to, hey, Troy, I was going to say, you know what? I didn't notice that until you brought it up. Where are the Evolution ticket sales? Oh, you finish out this show. I'm going to look that up.
Okay. Oh. All right. Rollins will face LA Knight at Saturday night's main event. Redmond caught up with Punk backstage. Punk said he had receipts for Rollins, Heyman, Braun, Gunther, and anyone else who got in his way. Sure.
Shit me.
Whatever.
Fucking building.
Such a fucking pussy. Punk confronted Knight nearby. He told Knight that that Rollins belonged to him and to get in the back of the line. Knight told Rollins, Knight said that he had Rollins at Saturday night's main event, so he was the. God, why are we reusing Charlotte Flair lines?
Credit card maestro, why are you late? And also hit that cash app, bro. I ain't seen you in here in a minute. Yeah, WrestleTix, I just looked it up. Yeah, they're not showing nothing for ticket sales for Evolution 2. Are they doing that thing where they're were ticket sales announced? for the show?
I don't think so. Oh yeah, because they got remember it's a 3-day event.
Right.
You got SmackDown, you got NXT whatever against AEW, and then you got Saturday night's main event, and then Sunday you got Evolution.
So they doing the buy one get two free type of thing? Like what's going on here? Why are they hiding the ticket sales? I'm curious.
They still haven't sold out their first allotment at MetLife too for night 2. For SummerSlam.
Or night 1. What you talking about? Or night 1.
I didn't see night 1. I only saw night 2.
Hold on. Let me see. Because I could have sworn I saw that shit. Hold on. But yeah, man. That dude, if they're hiding it, that's deliberate. I'm going to tell you that right now. Which also should show you how compromised a lot of these outlets and all of these people are. Because WWE probably paid them to keep that quiet. Go ahead.
Penta checked on Sami Zayn to see if he still wanted to wrestle. Zayn, who was taped up, was ready to go. Heyman was on the phone with the Zesty Man, and Bronson Reed asked him where was the Visionary. You can't just say Zesty Man? The man who wears female shoes? Heyman said Rollins is already on the jet perfecting Plan B. Reed wanted to know what that was before Heyman could answer. The pet Chihuahua interrupted and said the plan was for him to smash whoever got in their way. Heyman wasn't sure what the plan was, but Breakker didn't care, told some guy to hit his music. All right, up next, you got Sami Zayn and Penta versus Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed in a boring-ass fucking match that no one cared about. Braun speared Sami Zayn for the pinfall win. Afterwards, Penta checked on Zayn, but Bronson Reed speared him, or Bron Breakker speared him. Reed went up for the tsunami, but Jey Uso showed up with a chair, started beating up everybody because the Yeet Man's here. That's the show.
-10, no moment.
-10, no fucking moment.
Yeah, 38,000 sold out of 45K. Dude, that is an arena that could fit 85,000 people for wrestling. They're not hitting 85,000. That shit is like, what, a month and some change away? They're not hitting 85,000. They might crack that first allotment. But, dude, half of that arena is going to be empty. Mark my words. Half of that arena is going to be empty.
And then they're going to lie about the numbers. We had 95,422 people.
What are we supposed to say, dude? I just... I got to preserve my voice for Wednesday because that's actually a good show and that's going to be a big show.
That's going to be balls to the wall.
And yeah, dude, this just feels like a waste. That's what WWE is at this point. It's a waste. A waste of TV time, a waste of production crew, just a waste of everything. Remember what I said at the beginning of the show. They're just not worthy of anything. And WWE, I know you have no desire to get better. Paul, Triple H, I don't see color. You know what I'm saying? I know you don't have any desire to be better. I know you like, hey, man, I'm probably going to cash out in 2 years anyway when Saudi buys this joint. But yeah, guys, going forward, this is going to be the norm for us with WWE shows. Okay? Again, the only reason why this one took close to 2 hours is because we was talking about other stuff. But this is going to be the standard going forward. We just going to say what happened, and we just going to get up out of here. Because it's not worth it. It's not even worth it. And y'all should feel the same way. So, clear the air. You can't control everything. You can't control everything. Stop trying to take shit that don't belong to you into your own hands. That's how people end up dead from stress, dead from other like, dude, just worry about what you got. Handle your candle. Focus on the shit you can control. And that's what I want to clear the air on.
Yeah, don't just to piggyback off that, don't sweat the small stuff, because that'll lead to the big stuff and it'll get worse for you. Don't sweat the small stuff.
Boy, this show took a lot out of me, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. This show just took a lot out of me, y'all. So it's time to get up out of here, man. So therefore, going once, going twice, and so to the man with the braids in his hair. So sign off yet again. It's the epitome of black excellence, the king of dimes, just your boy, Mr. Starkside.
The bigot of football by the Messiah, semi-cute sixes, and the internal pessimist. Big Dub.
Peace out, y'all.
See you Wednesday.